Great, look, I got two cameras facing the cards. Greetings and hello, everybody. Hi, this is Lawrence, the Blue-Eyed Emperor. So the reason why I have two cameras pointing at the table and my cards today, and not one of me, is because right now I'm wearing my gym outfit, and I don't want to distract with that horrifying image for you guys. But I wanted to do a November. Felt really strong about some vibes in November. Yesterday I released an energy reading that's going to take us through the end of November, but I think in the middle of November, through parts of it, we're going to see glimpses and windows of potential possibilities. Now, I don't want to just say love. I'm going to read this like as a normal Celtic spread for the month of November, rather than doing it week by week. And I could. No, I will. I'm going to definitely do a week by week. I want to. And to do that, I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, before we start, I'm going to pull some angel cards. my horribly worn angel cards that were so stiff, now they're falling apart. I don't know why. And this just happened, yes. I mean, this just honestly just happened yesterday. I was like perplexed by this. Like, what the heck? My cards sit neatly on the table. No one gets to touch them or mess with them. No bad energy, no juju. And sure enough, here we go. Oh my gosh, looking through this camera over here at this pile, it reminds me of the Ace of Swords. Right? Like, oh my gosh, the cutting truth. And my poor broken crystal over here on this side. And you know what? I'm gonna retire this crystal. The energy saved me. A wonderful person, one of the viewers, said my crystal took a hit for me. And you know what? I absolutely believe she's right. Oh my gosh. So you guys, the energy yesterday, just to be clear, the energy yesterday wasn't my energy. It wasn't what I'm feeling. It's everybody's energy. It's global. It's not just Libras, it's not Aries, it's not any one sign. It's global that this cleansing of the universe is taking place right now, right? And no, I didn't read that in a horoscope or astrology book. And for my wonderful friend / person out there, last name Miss Coffee was the one that said that I made her laugh by saying I'm not an astrologist. Pound, not an astrologer. You doggone right I'm not. Anyways, Spirit Guide, give me some really good strength and energy. 3 cards of angel cards of guidance for this period. 3 cards of this on guidance. 3 cards for guidance. And my son called me today and said, "Hey Dad, guess what? The principal gave us all an ASD, took away 1 ASD for every student in the school." Well, there's 2,000 students in the school. The principal took away 1 ASD, which is an after-school detention. Now, you can get an after-school detention for missing an assignment, for breaking wind the wrong way. I mean, they'll give you an ASD for anything. And the odd thing about it is they have the teachers controlling this, and the teachers are so emotionally involved with the students that they use it to punish people, right? Not because it academically is a good practice, but they do it to punish people for doing things that the teachers themselves don't like. And the principal in the district has given this particular school, no other school does it, this particular school the free reign to act foolish and ways of self-governing, if you will. Anyways, so that was good that they did that. Well, after the principal was nice enough to give all the kids, take away 1 after-school detention for every kid in the school, who had one. My son texted me just 5 minutes before this read and said, "Hey Dad, you need to text Mr. White." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because I threw a pipe in the class and broke a computer." I'm like, "What?" So no sooner that he texts me about this great thing that the principal took ASDs away, he calls me back, texts me 30 minutes later right before my read is ready to start, and says, "Hey, I threw a pipe in the class and broke a laptop or a computer." Anyways, that's bizarre. So having said that, my energy is good, right? It's a mixed hodgepodge, right? But it's going to be a mixed hodgepodge for all of us. And yes, my son's a Libra, so he's directly affected by my reads. I don't. He follows me, but I don't. I personally don't tell him these reads are for him. He doesn't know what sign he is. Thank goodness, because it would influence. So Spirit Guide Marco Polo. I said Marco Polo. Why do I keep saying that? Because maybe it's time for me to travel. Maybe it's time for me just to get away. Marco, please give me 3 cards of Spirit on guidance for all my Libras for the month of November. Month of energy for November. Guidance. What is the main focus that we need to focus on for November? The energy is not quite as tough as today, right? As it has been for the last week and a half. People chimed in, and thank you for that, for telling me about the stories. One poor gal had a double tower moment, 2 tower moments in a week, and was devastated. You guys, this is no joke. I'm telling you, this energy is absolutely no joke. Spirit Guide, please. I can't even get a card to come out. Please, Spirit, give me 3 cards for guidance on this. Maybe Spirit is saying, even though I'm wearing my green beads, the Spirit Guide's probably telling me in a gym outfit, it's not going to cut it. Spirit Guide, please give me 3 cards for guidance. Ah, a good card to come out, right? Daydream. And that says, you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. That's powerful, right? Open your mind to receiving without controlling what the destiny is. So meaning, don't try to control or tell universe what you want, what you need. Just open your mind and let him tell you that. I've been seeing, I'm telling you, the level of synchronicities. Right before I started this, it was 12:21 synchronies, and then reverse synchronies, right? 12:21. Spirit Guide, give me 2 more cards on guidance. So daydream. This month is about daydream. Remember I told you yesterday that energy is so evil and so uncertain. And it's not, again, everybody, you have to understand this. The evil energy isn't within people. It is the universe releasing this to source, right? To outside the 3D box, because the 3D box is filled, right? So it's not people. We're not talking about people, although people could be a part of the situation, right, and be affected by all the negative energy, so they themselves will act negatively. But people themselves isn't the reason why I said that reading for yesterday. It's not. It's the evil that surrounds us. Imagine, if you will, right, the desert floor, and take this analogy, and we'll continue. But you need to understand this aspect of this. Take the analogy. In the summer, in the desert, for instance, the sun beats on the ground all day long. It could be 115 degrees, 118 degrees. Well, guess what? At still at 8 o'clock at night, guess what? 110, 111 degrees. The earth is still releasing all that energy that was put into it. This world is no different. The negative energy that's put into the ground, put into this world, has to expel, has to be released, and it continues to do that for a period of time. If any astrologers are telling you, or tarot readers are telling you, oh my God, this is going to be great times for people, and this is going to be good stuff, I'm here to tell you they are wrong. And I hate to say that somebody else is wrong and I'm right. It's not about me being right. It's me having to make sure that people understand the full magnitude of what's happening right now. And guess what? I didn't see that on television. Didn't read it in a Google it. It's what the vision was shown to me. How this energy is being released right now. So I don't know what the astrology, the moons, or planets are doing right now. Nor do I even care. Honestly, right? The Earth circles, right, in the solar system. Well, I know a lot more than that, but I mean that's the root of it, right? That's all that's happening right there. There's no light rays. Mars isn't beaming a light ray at me today because the planet is aligned with Jupiter, and Yeah, so what the stars are aligned. That's how people set the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, right? It's not like humans came up with these dynamics about the astrology and how they corresponded to people's zodiac signs. Really, if you ever go look at the maps of the zodiac signs, does any of that ever look like it's real? Go look at Taurus. Go look at Aries. Do you see a ram anywhere? Even if you drew the dots together, I can make any picture I want to because there's a billion stars out there. Right? I could draw. I could draw Donald Duck or McGruff, Magoo. What am I to have, a Magoo sign? The energy is what we all are comprised of, and when people understand that, they'll understand the dynamics of the tarot card readings, the visions, and all the other things, right? I mean, that's the true essence of everything, and that's how you yourselves can see visions, see into the future, see glimpses of things to come, or manifest things, is because of that energy. Spirit, please, Marco, I'm asking you, please. Bless this reading. I ask you to bless this reading. I ask you please to cleanse my soul, my deck here, so that I can get energy. And I'm drinking my weightlifting stuff. I'm sorry, you guys, it's taking long to get this card out. But it's a reason. There's a reason for this. Spirit guide, give me card. Give me one more, please. This is, boy, oh boy, isn't this the truth? So look, ground yourself. Remember I told you yesterday, right? The energies that we had yesterday, about the negative energy being released from the earth, right? To just ground yourself and use this time to think introspectively, right? You have to do that. This is the time to do that, because making a decision, making a move right now, financially, right now, in a love relationship, either way, unless you're being beaten and horrifying or somebody's cursing you out, I'm asking you to heed this warning. Do not make any crazy decisions. Use this time, because this energy that's negative around us, even though it may not be within you, it's around you, influencing the environment that we're in. And right, and it influences decision making. It influences the information coming to you from source. It's like a shield, right? If this is the planet right here, and this is negative energy coming out from all the energy here from the people who are, listen, you're nothing more than a light bulb filled with energy. Imagine this, the planet, and it's releasing this. And now, hold on, and we're going to get crazy scientific with this, with demonstrations, so that you understand the concept of what's happening right now and the vision that I was shown. That's why I keep telling people, keep saying, well, it will never introduce itself to me. It will never introduce itself to me. Be careful what you say. So imagine this, right? This is the energy, the negative energy flowing up, escaping this earth, the 3D, because of all the negative energy. Now, and I want to do this. This is all the energy. This is the positive energy right here. What do you see what's happening with this right now? It's no longer going straight up. It's now being dispersed. This here is the 3D zone, right? So this energy, this negative energy, is going to expand and push out. It's going to affect everybody and anything. So all I'm saying to you is, please do not make any crazy decisions. Do not say, oh my God, this person pissed me off, said something, and you walk off your job or you walk out of a relationship. Yesterday's readings for our should I stay or should I go? Every single one of those said this is a good time for relationships. Why? Because the energy is trying to tell you, don't make any crazy decisions about leaving people unless someone's beating you, cursing you, calling your names, mistreating you. Then you leave, right? But even all the cards itself yesterday, and both my readings talked about the energy, but it talked about that you need to stay exactly where you're at right now in your relationships. But this one right here says, look, daydream. We talked about grounding yourself here, right? When you detach from awareness of your body and physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth while helping you balance the spiritual and material things. So do what you can to enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. So exactly what it's telling you, listen, right now spiritually, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of not right energy. It's not bad. It's misguided energy that has to escape, right? For new good energy to come into to our 3D. So that's, to me, this is telling me there's going to be a massive movement coming up, and I'm feeling this in 2020, a massive movement of change, of people helping people. A massive change of that. A massive change of that. I'm getting that. This talks about a new partner. This says, hey, guidance is looking at a new partner, but let's look what this says. It says, a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated and a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. This doesn't mean necessarily love partner. It could be someone who's a mental mentor, a spiritual guider. It could be a friend. It could be a family member that's a new partner that helps you realize your full potential and guides you through this process, right? This energy is only going to last for 4 weeks. At the end of November, it's done. It's done. I'm hearing the words 5 years before that it happened. This kind of negative thing happens again right now. Again, people, for all of you that have absolutely called me up or texted me and said, "Oh my gosh, you're right. This happened. This is happening." All my kids called me. Eva, that's one of the people on there that had this happen, and even I had go back quite a ways here with when it comes to premonitions that I've had and how they have affected her and her life and how they happened the very next day. So reach out to Eva. She wrote on the page about the energy and the should I stay or should I go. Anyways, all this is critical, you guys. If you don't like me explaining it to you, go see another reader. I'm telling you this because it ain't about tarot cards. Stop thinking the tarot card is the answer. Tarot card is the tool. I'm giving you intuitive information that these cards will never yield. All they do is confirm my words. Let's start off first week's energy for November. I'm using a different deck today. I'll clarify with my standard tarot cards. Spirit guide, give me the first week for my Libra brothers and sisters. First week. Marco, please. Focus. Gabriel and Michael, please give guidance. Please give guidance. Oh, the chill bumps are here. Please give guidance. What is the energy for Libra in love, finance? And each card will stand on their own merit. Each card will stand on their own merit, and I will tell the story. Absolutely, absolutely. A great card here. Six of Wands. I'm doing two cameras for a couple reasons, right? Not only because I'm in my Gen clothes, but I want you to see from all angles that there's no preset cards. This is divine guidance. Spirit card, give me 4 cards for each week. Absolutely, absolutely. The Devil. I told you. The Chariot. One more card. I'm going to get all my cards for all my weeks first. So you're going to have to be patient and sit through this because it's what we do. Yep, that popped over the world. A lot of major arcana coming out. A lot of things, right? These are very specific energies here, and we'll get into that in a second. I'm pulling a card for each week, right? It's one. This doesn't mean Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is the energy for the whole week, right? I deal in energy, not days, not astrological calendar, Gregorian days, and anything else, right? It's strictly energy. So for our next week in November. the second week in November. This card fell down to the ground. I'm picking it up. Knight of Cups in reverse. I've been doing this a long time, and I never get any reversals. I don't flip cards. I don't rotate them around. If they come out, they come out. Card guy, please give me. Two more cards for the second week. More cards, Marco. Michael. One flew out too, coming down to the ground. Guys, this is going to be a really good read, a good, powerful read. But this is no joke, right? This is not a smoke and mirror, rub your back, pat you on the head read. It's not going to be that. There's going to be some good things happening, but again, it's going to be dependent upon the energy and how you allow that energy to influence you. Give me another card. I'm going to need more table. Give me another card, please. One more card. The Sun. I'm totally, look, the amount of major arcanas coming out in this read, it's for every week. This is exactly what I told you about too, because I'm already seeing the Knight of Cups in reverse. This talks about, typically if this was in an upright position for me, I would automatically, and look at this, look at the chills in my arms, I would automatically say to you, wow, this is a good thing. We have a person coming in with an offering and everything else. This is saying that there's a lot of emotional instability, right? We have the Queen of Cups, and then immediately following that, we have the Knight of Cups, right? So it's a very wishy-washy energy coming into this. Again, give me 4 cards for week 3. 4 cards for week 3, please. 4 cards for week 3, please. 4 cards for week 3, please. 4 cards for week 3. 4 cards for week 3 of November. I need energy, Marco. I need energy. Michael, Gabriel, give him focus and heart. You've seen that pop fly out of there. Well, the Moon card. I don't know which way that came out, but I'm going to put it up here for right now. The Moon card. Every major arcana you could possibly imagine. And I'm going to do this like this because we're running out of room. I want to read the first week's first in order. I need 4. 3 more cards, please. Yep. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Again, add adverse to the Moon. Please give me 2 more cards, please. Please give me a card. But this is, oh, look at this right here. Again, look at this. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And I told you, as the end, if you go back to read my energy reading, towards the end of those, in the beginning, the start of the 4th week is when this ends. Right? It ends on the 4th week. The energy, negative, evil energy leaves on the 4th week. And these cards are showing that it's starting to improve right here, right now. Look at this. Every major arcana, every new beginning. 4 swords. Remember I told you, contemplation, self-reflection. That's what that 4 swords is saying. Last week, please give me the last week of November, please. Clear, clear spirit, clear, 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 clear guidance. Clear, clear. Let me be a tool. Marco, Gabriel, and Michael, allow me to be a tool. a messenger of their word. Allow me to be a messenger of things to come. Things to come. Nine of Cups. Allow me to be a messenger. Allow me to be a messenger. Allow me to be a messenger. Michael, Gabriel and Michael, allow me to bring messages. Allow me to bring messages. Allow me to bring messages, please. Gabriel and Michael. Marco, messages. 3 more cards. 3 more cards. I know the energy is tough, Marco. You have a message on it. And Gabriel and Michael, I want to see it. I need to see it. Tell me that things are going to clear up, just as they said. Share that. The word, the divine word, the divine word, the divine word. High Priestess, Page of Pentacles, all those flipped exactly as it said, in my reading yesterday. It's exactly by the start of the 4th week. Everything's energy leaves us. One more card, please. Marco, Gabriel and Michael. I feel the goosebumps. I feel the goosebumps. I feel the goosebumps. I feel the goosebumps. Nine of Swords. A reflective state. We're going to get clarification on it because that's trying to tell me something to tell you. Let me just make sure that those... Nothing else flipped by accident. Okay. Okay, wow. This is good. So this is just how the energy came out, as I told you, and this the energy reading yesterday, you guys, and it holds true for both the should I stay or should I go reading. Let me just counter this again. There's evil energy around us, not within people. It surrounds us. It influences us. It will go for 4 weeks, starting yesterday. First week, 6 of Wands, right? 6 of Wands. We have a person coming in here that people are looking at that, well, hey, there's accolades and stuff, but this is a person here of action, a person that potentially right now, and this is the start of this energy, where this negative energy is starting, right? Day or 2 plus or minus a day, right? Where you're feeling really good about stuff, and then immediately, you're feeling this. Oh, hey, you know, things are looking sharp again, because remember, we just came off the reading from October, right, where it had been crazy for weeks, and then towards the end of October, things got really, really well. This is us riding in on that positive energy that we're coming off of in October, before this energy, the negative energy, started to release itself and out from 3D. And honestly, I was surprised by it myself. I didn't know. I had no idea that this energy was coming. All I know is I felt it. I couldn't understand it. So finally I said, look, I got to do a read. And that's when I decided to do a read yesterday. Before that, I was so caught up in the energy of it. But here, right, first week 1, we have the devil energy coming into this, right? And this is about how this energy, and you could see his body here inflamed and caught onto here, right? And the pentagon here, but you could see that his eyes are covered, right? His eyes are covered, and his face are covered, but he's engulfed with this energy. This is exactly how this picture came to me, not this card, but how all of us are surrounded by this negative energy, and these flames are that negative energy, while this person here is engulfed around it. But he's trying to guard himself, just like that we had in the reading the other day, where the angel card had her arms crossed across her chest, trying to guard herself, and she had an actual hood over her head as well too, to guard herself. This devil energy is telling us, here's when this energy is starting, right? So this first week coming up right now, it's going to be even more intense. The Chariot, as I see here, right, and the yin and yang. Remember, I told you the energies are not balanced. This normally means, hey, this could be a victory, this potential chance, this is fast-moving action and everything else. Forget about all that noise. I'm telling you, the energy here is about the yin and yang of the energy that surrounds us. Look at her face right there. I mean, if you really look at her face, doesn't she almost look like she's like, because she sees these dark clouds and these things coming right here in this card. And that's the energy I'm feeling. This doesn't always mean this, but this is the energy I'm getting right now with this. It's because of the push and pull of this positive and negative energy. And you need positive and negative energy to exist, right? It has to exist. One cannot exist without the other. But then we come back with the world card, right? Again, an imbalance of this energy. You can see right here, here's the world, here's our 3D. And remember I gave you, oh look, oh my God, I gave you guys the demonstration before we even started this read. Remember with this? Hold on, look at this right here, look at this. Tell me what this reminds you of. This, and I went like this. And remember, before I even pulled the cards, what do you see here? What do you see here? Look right here. This vase, this cup, this sage being her. Here, this gold leaf and the moon surrounding it like a cup to keep the energy in the 3D, which is the world behind you. This is exactly, you guys, you know I can't shit you, right? Why would I come up with this? I didn't even pull these cards out. I started explaining to you before, but look at this and compare this to this card. Come on. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. This isn't hocus pocus. This is real life visions that I'm getting that are transported to me. I don't play tarot for the worldly sake of saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm a tarot card reader." Don't ever call me that. You can call me that, but it's not how I function. It's not how my world views things. It's not how my world operates. Next week, second week, Queen of Cups. Again, dark, stormy weather over here. Normally, Queen of Cups, it shows a person which is power, and look the way she's holding her cup right here to this light. Do you see the light going into the cup? The energy, do you see the opening right here, this opening in the sky? That's the universe, the 3D, the universe. 3D opening up to the universe. That's what this picture is right here. She's holding her cup of emotions to say to the universe, to Spirit herself, is, oh my gosh, I feel this negative energy. I feel this. And here's the actual clarifying acknowledgement of this in the upright position. Hey, guess what? These two cards together, there's a powerful, strong emotional attraction between two people. Feelings are reciprocal. There's a lot, and notice the same light that's going into her cup is going into his cup. But now you reverse that. His cup is now pouring out of the light. Accepting it, pouring it out. Remember I told you how the earth is releasing this energy? How else can the universe explain to you if I just told it to you? Now they're showing you the pictures. One is bringing in the positive energy, the other is dumping out the negative energy, right? Notice the brown in the trees here, the dead trees and stuff. When I invert this, look what you see here. You see deadness here rather than focusing on the green. All you see right here, because he's pouring his cup out. That is the imbalance of the positive, the good energy, and the bad energy seeing each other, coming together strongly at second week. In the second week, be very careful of your words, very careful of your relationships. Anything that you love, whatever you do, remember the word love and light. Love and light. Love and light. Because if you keep saying that to yourself when you get angry, when you get mad, you'll quickly bring yourself with a cloak of armor around yourself so that the negative energy can't attach itself to you or embed itself in you. Don't say, oh, I'll never let it, I'll never let it. I don't care how strong you are, if you're a light worker, you're a healer or anything else. I'm telling you, you are vulnerable. You're probably more vulnerable than anybody else. The universe tends to leave people who are less than savvy about energy till last. They like to savor all the energy and light workers first, and then save all the people who don't understand the energy for last. But you can see here again, right? You see with the two of wands right here, right? It's saying, I'm holding right here. I want it, and you can see the deer on the other side where this guy's saying, hey, look, I see you, you see me. But look, because of this divide, because of this physical, energized divide, our two paths will not meet. We're both standing here waiting. Good and evil, standing on the divide. And if you can imagine the universe with a small veil over it, these two wands represent that veil of energy. and you could see the electrical storm in the background here, and the sun opening up on this side. It's the universe bringing in back the good energy, because the negative energy that took place right here, and then you have the sun card, right? You have the sun. This is the universe. Oh my God! Come on, you guys, look. I've talked nothing about the universe here for 2 days, and now we got the sun card out here that's clearly saying, and the rings and the planets denoting the solar system, the universe itself. What else card could you imagine coming out right now besides this card? I could have pulled it. Listen, I got this many cards left. Most of my deck is left, right? How would I pull these cards out? Look at the sun here. It's now showing that, guess what? All this dark space. See this cloud right here below the sun itself? That's universe pulling out that negative energy to source, because source converts that negative energy into positive energy again, and then re-energizes his guardian angels and his guides, spirit guides, and everybody else with that same energy. And I had to ring the singing bowl on that. I had to, because you guys, this is freakishly clear for me. Freakishly clear of the third week, right? We have still, with the moon card here, we have all the animals, all the elements here, and you have the light. See this light, these beams of light right here? It's actually, this is the point in time. The third week is the point in time, is when this negative energy is going to have its full release into the source, into the source energy, into the 5D, the 6D. That's when the Spirit completes all his work here in these first 2 weeks with all this imbalance, this influx. It's working people. It's working people to milk that negative energy out of them. The universe has decided to say, guess what? It's time for me. If you're not going to make the change to get rid of these things that you do that are bad, these things that bring about negative energy to yourself and those around you, I'm going to milk you. I'm going to milk you of that negative energy, and I'm going to release it up to the universe and take it away from you. Here's in the third week, things will get hairy. Things will get hairy for all Libras. And this read, actually, I swear, goes for everybody out there. Everybody out there, but specifically for Libra brothers and sisters. Because look, we have look at this, the moon here, and guess what we pull out here? Mysteriously, the Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning for money, potential new start. So from out of the dark, from out of the evil, where the evil is being expelled into the universe, we have new beginnings. We have the Ace of Wands, right? We have the Spirit releasing that good energy back to us. Source here, releasing that energy back into our 3D world as we know it, because he's taken this negative energy out here. Again, Four of Swords, you're going to feel drained in this process. Third week, you're going to feel, towards the end of the third week, you're going to feel drained spiritually, emotionally, with conviction. You're going to have a lack of conviction, a lack of self-worth, a lot of emotional depression is coming in right now. Coming in. I need you to prepare yourself at the beginning of the third week for what's going to happen at the end of the week. Surround yourself with a lot of meditation, a lot of positive thoughts, a lot of positive people. Doesn't mean, and this is the time, stay away from alcohol, stay away from any narcotics, stay away from any absolute pharmaceutical drugs, painkillers, or anything else at this time. You got to do this. Unless it's life or death, force yourself not to participate in this energy here, because it will send you in the deep spiral. Even though the universe is starting to heal itself and release all the negative energy, it's looking for people who become vulnerable at this point in time. So in the third week it will happen. As the fourth week, just as I said, coming out of this Nine of Cups, right? Emotionally, we're in a great place again, because right here, remember, we saw this. You don't see this as suffering, right? You see this as meditation, potential thought, and deep thoughts, and a lot of other things, right? A pausing point in life. Well, this pausing point is a door opening to say to the universe, will this person go down this new path here, or will this person return back to whence they came? I don't mean to scare anybody. I need to scare everyone. Here's your door opening. Third week of November, the door for decision, here with all these new beginnings, right? With the let me see if I can illustrate this in a better way. With all our new beginnings, right after the moon, the Earth finally releasing this energy out and expelling it. The universe preparing the universe in the second week, preparing its ability to suck up that negative energy right here, right? It's sucking it up, and actually you can see this cloud right here out of the blue coming up to the center of the universe. Here, it's its completion. It's going to last over that weekend period, going into the fourth week, third week, from the second week to the third week. It's going to be a huge release of that energy before we start to see things start to change. But by the end of this last week here, even though the universe starts to put in the good energy isn't here yet. It's being put back into the earth, right? It takes time to do that, for the universe to do that. This is actually a matter of milliseconds, but for us it's 2 days. And we're in this potential depressional state. But we have the Nine of Cups coming in, so we're emotional fulfillment, right? We have the High Priestess here, just elated at the new energy that she's bathing in, right? Because it's such a beautiful essence, and it will, trust me, it will be a beautiful love. Remember those two prongs at the moon before? And this is a waning moon. If you look at this right here, this is a waning moon. So I think the new moon comes in November, I think 11th. I think 11th or 18th. I'm not sure which, but that's right here. As that new moon starts to come in, that's when that energy starts to expel itself, that negative energy. But here you can see, rather than the flames shooting up and energy and being placed, those things are replaced by gold gifts here on these pedestals, surrounded by rings. Guess what those rings look like? Doesn't that look like another universe right here, our world? So that energy is being absorbed back into that universe with emotional fulfillment and just glee. The Page of Pentacles here, right? Here's the beginning of new offerings coming in, right? And the universe saying to you, guess what? Here's the new beginning that you were looking for and waiting for. This is the card that disturbs me on that fourth week right here with the Nine of Swords, because what this is telling me is this person right here, and notice how this card, if you look right here, this card, the Nine of Swords, sits right below the Four of Swords. This is your path. This could be your path. If you're the person that falls into this negative energy that's being released right now, guess where you're going to end up with it? And remember I told you depressional state here? Look at this person, sleepless nights again, back to that I can't sleep again crap, all this other stuff, because you didn't learn the lessons that were being shown here throughout this reading. You guys, I was just blown away by that power and that energy and that read. I could feel it in my bones. I could feel it around me circulating. This will be the truth. This will come to happen. There's no hiding this. There's no running from this. People keep texting me saying, hey, this will never touch me. This is not going to touch me. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. It's going to touch you. It's going to touch everybody around you. It's going to be there. So, listen, you guys, I can't make this stuff up. I didn't make this vision up. Again, I created that image in my mind because that's what came out. And sure enough, the image of the world being affected came out in week 1. Spirit guide, thank you very much for this read. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for allowing me to have premonition. Thank you for allowing me to be a messenger of your word. I ask that you please send blessings to everybody that watches this video. I ask you to cloak them in truth, white light, and love. Keep everyone that watches this channel, everyone around us, safe and at peace. Allow us to make good choices, good decision in your name, Source. Thank you, everybody. Again, my name is Lawrence, and I'm the Blue-Eyed Emperor. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. And please, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And yes, you can order your shirts. If you're interested in shirts, the Blue-Eyed Emperor shirt, the B, they're available. Love you all. Stay safe.